Hello everyone, I'm the Saxy Gamer, and today we're here back in Civilization VI in our game as Ludwig. In the last episode, we started the game, settled out a lot of our cities, and began planning out some of our districts. So we're going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off. And also, in the last video, I asked in the comment section if anybody could guess how many restarts I took on this game, and the correct answer was 7. And I'll put up the comment, whoever guessed it first, right here. We finally finished construction, so we can put down our lumber mill down here, which is what I've been waiting to do. Finished another settler, so we can come down here and settle this city, and this might even be the last one that I settle, honestly. We could still get the one over here on the coast, but I don't think we particularly need it, honestly. So with that in mind, then we don't have to be producing any more settlers, so I think let's just start going for some of these crazy Hanses. I think let's get a builder first, that way we can at least do a little bit of chopping. I'm really not sure where this archer and this builder are going, but they are on a mission to go somewhere. Finished our builder over here in Berlin, so we can go ahead and chop, so that way we can at least get these tiles freed up. And we did finish our first Hansa up here in Magdeburg, and we're just going to go ahead and build a workshop. I do want to get this tile for the commercial hub, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't have a ton of gold per turn just yet, so I'd prefer to save my gold at least a little bit. That being said, I feel like I probably should get down this campus, just to kind of keep us ahead in terms of science per turn. So we'll go ahead and buy that tile, and then we'll place down our campus. In Berlin, let's go ahead and at least slot out the aqueduct. And at this point, I've given up on chasing that guy, so he can run to wherever he would like to run to. Commercial hub is done in Cologne, which means we need to get this Hansa next. We actually will grow our borders automatically in 6 turns, so I'm not going to purchase the tile. I'll just chill for a second, and I guess I'll get... What should I get? I'll go ahead and get a granary while I wait. And maybe what we can actually plan to do here is, I guess, so we could get a +3 campus there, or we can settle for a plus... Oh, actually, it's still a +3 because of the adjacent rainforest, and then that'll also give us some additional culture on our Temple of Artemis, so we'll plan out a campus here as well. Chop in Berlin, so that way we get a little bit of extra production towards our aqueduct. And we did just finish education as well, so we will have universities available to be built in our campuses. We're probably not going to build too many of them at this very moment, but we're just going to kind of get prepared to build them very soon. We have an envoy, but nobody that we really want to send it to, so I guess we'll just hold it for now. We are now into the medieval era, and we are in a golden age, which is going to be nice because we'll get some nice bonuses from that. So we need to decide what we want to get. It looks like Lautaro is also in a golden age. Hojo is just in a normal age. So we have some decent options. Monumentality is probably not bad because we get additional movement on builders, but movement alone on builders probably not worth it. Being able to faith purchase would be good if we had faith, but we don't, so it's probably not worth it. The thing that's actually probably going to be crazy for us is free inquiry. So with free inquiry, we're going to get additional science on our commercial hubs equal to their gold adjacency. And I mean, keep in mind that we're placing down like 1 billion commercial hubs that all have at least like +3, +4 adjacency. So this is going to give us so much science in this age that it's going to just skyrocket us forward in this game. So let's go ahead and take free inquiry. We can also get the next tier of the Hermetic Order, which gives us the Alchemical Society, which is the replacement for the university, and that's pretty good because I believe it either gives gold or production, I think. The World Congress has started. I don't think we really care about too much in the World Congress. We'll try to get double great people points towards scientists, and I mean, I guess we'll try to get bonus towards ranged units in case we get attacked, but aside from that, I don't think we need to be too concerned with the World Congress. It looks like we won both, so that's pretty good. And it looks like Isaac Newton is up for extra science on our universities, which would be incredible to get. We're actually leading and we're producing the most points as well, so I think we have a pretty good shot at getting Isaac Newton. We should definitely keep a close watch on that to make sure that we get him. And once again, man, great people in Civ 6, it's another fun system that's just not there in Civ 7, you know? It's fun to watch out for the great people, make sure you get the good ones, and, you know, it's something else to do. It's just another system that's just missing. It's not something that's huge, but it's something that's small that is, once again, just a fun gameplay system that's not there in Civ 7. Alright, we chopped here in Munich, so let's go ahead and get our Hansa down. And then we'll do the aqueduct and the campus afterwards. So this campus already is 4 gold, 4 science. This one is, okay, it's only 2 and 2 for right now, but it will eventually be a little bit more lucrative as we continue to scale here. We'll go ahead and settle this city. I think let's just go ahead and place down the aqueduct, because getting that down fast is going to be important for making sure that this city is able to, you know, start growing. A catastrophic eruption has just occurred, which is giving us a little bit more yields on some of these tiles, but actually not as much as, you know, it's not actually not that impactful. We did finally grow to this tile here, so now we can chop in Cologne, which is going to grow our population, and then we can slap down our Hansa, which at the current moment is only a +6, but will continue to be a little bit more as we grow. We could do an industry for ivory here, but I actually think we probably want to put the industry in the capital. So let's go ahead and send this guy over to the capital, and I'm pretty sure we can make it there. Now that we have a little bit more breathing room, you know, all of our cities are out and settled, we can probably start putting some farms down here. And as we put these farms out, especially once we hit feudalism, these cities are going to grow so fast because there's a lot of floodplains with lots of farm adjacency. So we're going to be able to just get huge population in a lot of these cities. We did get a great person. We got a great merchant, so we'll gladly go ahead and recruit a great merchant. It looks like nobody's really making that many great merchant points per turn. And this one does give us extra trade route, so we'll take an extra trade route. We finished our Hansa in Munich. I think the play is probably, let's just get the aqueduct down. That way we're able to start getting a little bit of extra bonus on the Hansa, and then I think we're just going to go for the commercial hub right after that. We also can make the industry here, which is at least going to give a lot of yields to this tile. This barbarian archer is still down here, just causing trouble, so we're going to go ahead and shoot at him with the walls, because we finally finished walls in this city. I think we should probably build an archer just to have a defensive unit there. I don't think Lautaro is going to attack us, but in case he does, it's probably, you know, a little bit better to just be prepared. In Aachen, we finished our campus district, and I think let's just go ahead and place down our Hansa as well, because placing down the Hansa is going to mean that we can just get everything else produced a little bit faster. Unfortunately, it does look like a niter resource spawned underneath this dam, so we're not actually going to be able to place that there, which is a little bit unfortunate, but this industrial zone down here in Heidelberg is not like mission critical or anything like that. We do have the option, so we could eventually like chop some of this jungle, but I think I want to leave all the jungle here, and whenever I get to the tech where I can put lumber mills on it, I'm probably just going to do that instead. So for now, let's go ahead and we'll just put some lumber mills, some mines out here, but we'll leave all this jungle available for lumber mills. Because the problem is if we get rid of it, we're just going to have no food in Munich. The other thing that I've just now realized is that I've totally screwed myself over on Ruhr Valley, because since I just put this aqueduct here, that was going to be the only tile that was available for Ruhr Valley, so it needs to be adjacent to an industrial zone and adjacent to a river, and we don't have any tiles like that over here. I guess unless we don't place down this commercial zone, but I'm just going to place down the commercial district instead, and we can still win the game without Ruhr Valley. It's not the end of the world. Speaking of commercial zones, though, let's go ahead and place this one up in Magdeburg to finish our little district triangle. And we'll activate our great merchant as well. Down here in Berlin, we did finish our aqueduct, so hopefully this city will start growing, and once again, we can get down yet another commercial hub for a little bit more adjacency on some of our Hansas. We'll get some extra science on this. It is going to take 45 turns to produce, though, so we maybe want to consider actually getting the Hansa down first. So let's just go ahead and purchase the tile, and let's place down the Hansa, because 35 turns to produce a single district is not exactly good. Over here in Cologne, though, we've finished the Hansa, we finished the commercial hub. I mean, we could go for the campus right now, and I think that's probably the play. I guess, wow, that is a +5 right there, though, which is significantly better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess we don't actually care about getting the culture that much, so we'll just wait and then we'll eventually put it there. But now since I just bought that tile, I can't afford it, so we'll go ahead and just do a market instead. We'll go ahead and we'll put down our harbor over here in Bremen. The city is kind of slow to get running. It's going to help now that we have the builder there, because with the builder we'll be able to put down a few mines to give the city a little bit of production. And right now I think I'm actually going to switch off of these two techs and civics, because we will soon be able to get the requirements for both, because once we build a few farms we'll get feudalism, and once we get feudalism we'll get the Eureka for stirrups, so those will automatically complete on their own. So we'll just start researching machinery instead. And let's go ahead and place down our commercial hub, so we finish our beautiful district hexagon here. Well, I guess it's not quite finished yet, but it's on its way to being finished. Down here in Aachen, I think let's get our aqueduct up just so that way we can start getting a little bit extra bonus on our Hansa here. And then once we do that, I think it's just time to start spamming out some buildings. I am keeping an eye on the great people right now, and I see that we're very close to Isaac Newton, but we can't quite afford him right now in either faith or gold. And it looks like Saladin is getting increasingly close as well, so hopefully he doesn't purchase him. If he does, I think there's not really anything we can do about it, unfortunately, but we'll try our best to keep an eye on it. I forgot I do have quick deals as well, so we should probably sell some of our luxuries. It looks like, who's giving us a best deal? That guy's willing to pay 12 gold per turn. He'll give us quite a bit as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll sell some of those to get our gold per turn up. I'm just thinking as well, it does look like this guy might try to attack me pretty soon, so we do need to be a little bit careful of that. And he is, it looks like he's getting ready to denounce me as well, which doesn't make me feel any better about it. In a few turns, though, okay, let's actually switch off of machinery for one turn. I'm sure we can go ahead and get stirrups. I'm actually gonna just build another military unit because now I'm getting a little nervous at the fact that this guy is so close to me. And the fact that he's just denounced me on top of that. Can we buy any military units, or are they too expensive? All the ones that we would want to buy are unfortunately too expensive. Well, I mean, it does look like he just backed off, so maybe he's not going to attack us. I'm not going to sell my iron right now, just in case he wants to attack me, because the problem is, since our strongest unit's a warrior, this city has like 18 garrison strength, so it's going to melt in like 3 hits if he attacks us. Now we can go ahead and get machinery, though, which allows us to get a crossbowman. And let's work on... let's probably just work on another crossbowman. And we're just going to go ahead and finish feudalism. Oh, and we did not get... man, I wonder if I forgot about it and we missed it, but... it looks like we unfortunately were not able to get Isaac Newton, which does suck. I mean, one of the unfortunate things is that since I haven't been playing Civ 6 a lot lately, I'm kind of rusty with it, so there's things that I'm inevitably going to miss in this game that, you know, it's just comes with the territory of playing the game that you haven't played in a while. Well, we'll at least use our great scientists that we have. We'll get 3 Eurekas, including one towards rifling, so getting rifling might be good. We probably should improve this niter, that way... I mean, if we could get a musketman, I think that would be a pretty convincing way to defend ourselves. And I think that we don't need colonization anymore. We probably don't need urban planning either. Serfdom is definitely worth it. And then, do we need anything else? There's a thing that, like, decreases gold cost for upgrading, but it doesn't look like we have it yet. And it also doesn't look like we have the one that decreases the resource cost for upgrading. So I don't think we need any of those. I mean, honestly, in this case, we maybe even just take, like, extra housing or something. Because a lot of our cities still kind of have at least somewhat of a housing problem, so getting a little bit of extra housing is not a bad idea. Over here in Munich, we can go ahead and get an alchemical society. I forgot that I have the quick deals mod. Yeah, we should probably sell some of our stuff. This guy doesn't want to really sell me very much. We could upgrade our scout into a skirmisher, but there's not really any point in doing that. I think we should, though, upgrade this guy into a crossbowman. That way it at least puts that city garrison at 33 combat strength, which is at least a little bit more respectable. At this point, do I feel comfortable selling my iron? I'm not going to do it quite yet. He has backed his units off, so maybe he's not going to attack me. Ah, man, okay, I think Jerusalem actually grew to this tile that we were going to put a +5 campus on, which is really annoying. So we'll settle for the +3 campus over here instead. Oh, okay, well, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon and he has declared war on me, so good thing I didn't get rid of my iron. The only bad thing is, I'm still not 100% convinced that we're going to have a great defense here. So we still need more iron to be able to upgrade that guy, unfortunately. Oh my god, he's got quite a few units. It's pretty important that we try to take out his trebuchet as fast as we can. And what do I need to do here is the question. I mean, luckily we are going to get this... oh my god, the city is melting. I'm not sure that there's much we can do about it, so I think we probably just leave it to die, unfortunately. Let's just bring this guy back because we want to try to save as much as we possibly can, but yeah, I don't think we're saving a ton, honestly. Can we buy any? Oh, we can buy iron. He doesn't want to give us any of his iron. Does anybody want to give us iron? He doesn't have any. he doesn't want to give us any. We already asked him. Well, that city's just gone. Oh my god, he's just one-shotting everything. He does have a great general here as well, which is probably part of how he's one-shotting everything. Alright, well this is extremely bad. Because pretty soon he's going to be able to get to some of these other cities as well. And these cities I really don't want to lose. I mean, I guess the good news is he actually hasn't taken this city quite yet, but it's only going to buy us like a few turns. So we should actually probably switch. Can we switch? The problem is 40 turns for a crossbowman's not worth it. 14 is even still quite high. And, okay, well, the city lives for one more turn at least. But over here in the capital, I think, is probably where we want to be building some units. So let's build a man-at-arms. That way it'll at least significantly increase the combat strength for a lot of these cities. And yeah, that's our city of Trier, just gone. Luckily, as I said, I mean, we didn't really need it for too much, but man, it still is. It's not good to lose it. We definitely need to just make sure we're getting walls up in some of these cities as well. I think the thing is, I'm pretty sure he's... Oh, and Hojo now has declared war on us as well. Oh, this is incredibly bad. I mean, there's two things that are very lucky for us right now. One, we're the suzerain of Brussels, and Brussels is going to hold this guy off a little bit. And two, this guy is coming at me with warriors and archers. So I really don't think that there's that much of a danger that he takes much. Come on, Brussels. Fight for me as much as you can, please. Okay, getting this great engineer at this point is very good, because we'll get insta-build on medieval walls in 2 cities, which I think we should prioritize it for Heidelberg down here, because it's not quite as defensible. But I think, does he have... Okay, he has 3 charges as well, so we'll be able to use him in this city and Aachen as well. And we did just finish our man-at-arms, so all of our city combat strength has at least gone up, which means now I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm going to build at least another crossbowman, though. I should probably just purchase one up here. Man, crossbowman costs 720. Are you serious? Even just buying a heavy chariot's probably worth it up here, because he's only coming at us with warriors, so it's not like we need anything super fancy. So we'll just go ahead and attack some of his units a little bit. Let's actually send this guy up here just to make sure we get walls in Magdeburg. Man, that's the thing with Civ 6. People declaring war on you can do a lot of damage to you pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, luckily, as I mentioned, we didn't really need to have that city. It wasn't doing much for us. Like, these core, 7 cities are a lot more, important for us in this game, but still, you know, we used some time early on in the game to settle that city, so it sucks to just lose it like that. Fortunately, though, we shouldn't really have any threat of losing anything up here. Let's go ahead and send this guy down here, just so that way we can get our medieval walls up. And this guy is dead. Okay, that's good. No, I think Brussels is in all likelihood going to go down, which is very bad because Brussels is a pretty good city-state for us, but it's okay. We're very low on era score right now. We finished our Hansa in this city, which is good because we at least have some amount of production there, but it's still not particularly strong. Luckily, it looks like Hojo is kind of just given up already. Didn't really take him that long. And Brussels, unfortunately, has gone down, so no more suzerain bonus for Brussels. We're just going to keep spamming out at least a few crossbowmen here. Man, this is a very inopportune time for all of this to happen, because it's going to slow us down quite a bit. Like, now Japan is actually ahead of us in science per turn. Even while we're in the Golden Age and getting a lot of extra stuff, we're at war with essentially all of our neighbors, which really does quite suck. I'm gonna purchase a builder down here, and I'm gonna get the niter resource. That way I can at least maybe try to get out a musketman. If I can get musketmen out, there's a chance I can at least liberate Brussels, but we'll see what happens. It might not be worth like the cost that it's gonna take to, you know, to invest for that, but we'll at least give it a try. Okay, I think we're now in a little bit more of like a safe-ish position, so we don't have to be too afraid of some of this stuff, so we can go ahead and start building some buildings in our districts again, I think. Man, he got up walls in Brussels so fast. So I think for right now, it's probably not worth the time that it would take to either take Jerusalem or liberate Brussels, so we're just going to chill, at least for a second. We'll go ahead and put a mine on this niter. Somebody else has just declared war on me. I don't even know who it is. Some city-state that I haven't even met, of course. nice thing is, though, we do get a free governor title. And there are quite a few guys coming for Magdeburg right now. Luckily, we do have the free medieval walls. Getting that great engineer was actually very nice for helping us defend the city. Getting an entertainment complex is probably a good idea. I think for right now, we probably do want to get at least one builder. Because we have so many unimproved tiles right now, so we should... let's finish our campus over here. We have 3 envoys that are just kind of sitting around. I think let's go ahead and... man, Black Marketeer is actually pretty good for right now because it discounts the strategic resource cost for units, but I think going up this way is a little bit better. And then let's try to finally get some of these farms out because we've gone this entire turn... Because we've gotten like this entire game and we really haven't been making any of these farms. It's one of those cases where I feel like at the start of this game I felt like I was in pretty good control and I felt like I was doing well, but now I really feel like I've kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I feel like I've kind of fallen behind. I really thought I was just going to skyrocket forward, but I've kind of let myself fall behind.
You can't go around arresting the Thieves Guild.
And if I'm honest, I don't even know entirely how it happened, but that's okay. For right now, we can go ahead and we can take our plus 34 production by having 100% industrial zone adjacency bonus, because on some of these I think we're going to be getting pretty nice yields. I think it's what, the government, nope, not the government lens, empire lens. So this is already a plus 10 right here, so it's going to be plus 20. These ones will both be plus 10 and plus 12, so we're in a pretty good spot in terms of our Hanses. And I think in terms of the science victory, we're set up relatively okay. We've boosted our knowledge towards industrialization by finishing a workshop. We also need to get down some of these plantations here to get some additional amenities. We are low on amenities just in general in this game. So we probably should see if we can buy anything. Let's see, are there any good ones that we can buy? We can buy a lot of them from Japan, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually buy both of those. And nobody has like any gold per turn to sell us because I think everybody is just out of money in this game somehow. Any wonders that we want? Patala Palace is actually usually pretty good. Chichen Itza actually would be very good. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's try for Chichen Itza. I guess we'll put it right here because if we put it right here, it's going to get some additional culture by being next to these 2 districts. So we'll try for there. And then with Chichen Itza, I mean, I guess, okay, so yeah, this is my new plan now. Since I messed up Ruhr Valley and we can't, you know, we're not going to get all these bonuses on mines, we're going to go for Chichen Itza instead, and then we're just going to put lumber mills on these rainforests, and then they'll be pretty strong tiles. Let's go ahead and get a few more builders going. I think at this point in the game, we probably just want to spam out as many builders as we can get. We also did meet Brazil. And we're into the Renaissance era, which we are unfortunately now into a Dark Age, which is going to hit our science per turn, because we were probably getting a good amount of science per turn from the Golden Age bonus in the last age. Yeah, it actually took us down by like 30, so we're now quite a bit below some of these other guys. Luckily, only Japan is in a Golden Age, so we're not going to have any loyalty problems, I don't think. I guess we're just going to take Reform the Coinage, and then we can just try to get some trade routes going. We can get this guy who actually can help us rush Chichen Itza, so we're going to get 2 actions to rush this. The other thing I didn't even think about is the fact that we haven't gotten Mausoleum yet. And we actually will be able to build Mausoleum up here. So we should make sure that we do rush Mausoleum as well, because for science victory, Mausoleum is an incredible wonder. In a lot of these cities now, I'm just going to try to get out campuses, alchemical societies, libraries, things like that. I want to try to get my science per turn up. We're pretty well set up in terms of the Hanses and the production and all that stuff right now, so making sure that we get out some good science per turn as well is going to be very important for us in terms of actually making sure that we're able to get to the science victory. I mean, that's the thing. Science victory in this game is, you know, kind of a two-faceted victory. You have to be able to be pretty strong in science and then also pretty strong in terms of your production. Uh-oh, it looks like they're coming for Aachen once again. Well, I guess this is the first time that they've come for Aachen, but in just a few turns, we actually will be we will be able to upgrade this guy to a musketman, which is going to be a nice, strong bonus. That's if he's still alive, of course, which it's currently looking like he may not be. I definitely cannot afford to get rid of any of my strategic resources at the current moment. I think that this guy, unfortunately, needs to just back off to try to survive, because if he can survive and then I can upgrade him to a musketman, that's going to give us quite a bit of extra bonus combat strength on a lot of our stuff. I think up here we probably just want to get a few traders out. Since we took Reform the Coinage, we just probably want to have some, some short trade routes out. He's probably going to try to kill my man-at-arms here. I don't think he's going to be able to get the kill because he's attacking across a river. Hopefully I'm correct on that, because if I lose my man-at-arms, I'm going to be pretty sad. Alright, luckily the man-at-arms survived.
One is despoiled by...
And in addition to that, we're able to take... the thing is, we can take a discount on unit upgrades, but I actually don't necessarily think we need to right now. So the problem is we have to do this kind of in 2 separate turns. So first, let's go ahead and let's give this guy a promotion. And then we'll try to kill this unit here. I don't think we're going to be able to kill it. And then next turn, we'll upgrade this guy to a musketman as well. Let's go ahead and just keep spamming out some traders right now, because I'd like to get up as many trade routes as I can. And we're just going to go for some real nice short ones. That way I try to get a little bit of era score together, so that way hopefully I can actually not be in a dark age in the next age. Okay, we finished our Hansa finally in this city. I want to get a campus down. We don't have anywhere great for it. So we might just kind of put it wherever we can get it. So we'll go for right there. Okay, and it looks like he's trying to escape, but he's not going to make it out. Now this guy can get upgraded into a musketman, which is going to give us more combat strength on all of our city centers as well. This guy, we can give him garrison, so he's going to be much better at defending. We're almost fixing our harbor up here. They're trying to kill my knight, but I don't really think they're going to be able to do it successfully. Once again, we'll continue to just send out some short trade routes over here. We get a free great person. Leonardo da Vinci is going to be very nice as well if we can get +3 culture on our workshops, because once we finish Mausoleum as well, it's actually going to turn into +6. And we can at least place Mausoleum down. And wow, the Great Engineer just made it go from 31 turns to 4, so that's a huge bonus. We have so many envoys. Maybe we just need to send out like a scouting ship, so that way we can find other city-states on other continents and then befriend them. I've probably killed a good bit of this guy's army at this point. I'm not going to sell that for 1 gold per turn, because that's just like a disgrace. And we did finish Chichen Itza.
Very impressive.
So the tiles in our capital are going to be very, very strong now.
It sounds like the end was pretty violent. I think it was...
And now, yeah, these are 2 food, 3 production, 2 culture tiles. I don't remember, what tech do you need to be able to build lumber mills on Rainforest? It's like, it's something, is it over here? I don't feel like it's not that far. Military tactics? No. Okay, looks like it's mercantilism that unlocks it. So I guess that's a civic, not a tech, which, where is mercantilism? We're not that close to it, so for now we can go ahead and just put tile improvements on other tiles. We should definitely go for ballistics, so that way we can get the field cannon as well. Over here in the capital, let's go ahead and get a market. Over here, I mean, we have most of the tiles that we want already. We could potentially put down an encampment, which is maybe not a bad idea, just to give us a little bit of defensive power. Should probably put a farm there, that way we can get at least a little bit of food going in this city. We haven't built our diplomatic quarter as well, which we could potentially go for that. We also have options like we could do an entertainment complex, we could do a theater square. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of an encampment. Let's just put it there. That way we can kind of hopefully ensure that we're not going to get attacked. Well, not going to get attacked again, of course, since we've already been attacked once from that direction. We have another governor title, so we could get vertical integration on Magnus. I don't think we need it just yet. Might be more worthwhile just to get grants on Pingala for the time being. Alright, I'm feeling much better about our defensive capabilities now. I mean, man, having this musketman and having a crossbowman and the medieval walls, getting that great engineer helped us out so much here for this defense. Yeah, unfortunately we did lose this city, but that's just life in Civ sometimes. You know, you can't win them all. Well, you probably can theoretically win them all, but realistically you're not going to win them. Our capital is really quite strong at this point. We have 72 production, and we're only on turn 141, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to make sure I get alliances and friendships with everybody that I can right now. Let's go ahead. Maybe we can get a research alliance with this guy. He wants 4 gold for that very coveted research alliance. Let's get an alliance with Brazil as well. We can go for maybe a military alliance. And with Harald, we'll get, I guess we'll go for an economic one. Yeah, man, and I gotta say, you know, I've been playing this game for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. It's taken me to play as far as I have, and I'm liking it so much more than Civ 7. Like, I'm actually enjoying it. I feel like I'm hooked. He wants me to give him a city? Oh, wait, no, that's the one that he already took.
Tomb lies over me.
We did finish the mausoleum, so we're able to get extra charges on our great engineers, which is very strong for science victory. But yeah, I mean, I really feel like by this point in a game of Civ 7, I would be bored out of my mind, and I'd be like, please just make this stop. But I'm very much, I've got the one more turn bug right now for Civ 6. So, I mean, I guess it's both a good thing and a bad thing, because at the end of the day, I find that I'm still enjoying Civ, but the bad thing is that means that Civ 7 is just not in a good spot right now. And I mean, I think a lot of other people share a similar sentiment, and I really hope that they're able to make the game good eventually. I mean, you know, they have so many things lined up, but I feel like it's just going to take so much time before they actually get that game in a state where it's fun and playable, because, you know, as I've been playing Civ 6 right now and talking about all the little things that are missing from Civ 7, you know, each one of those things is going to take time to get added into the game. So it's not going to suddenly become good anytime soon. I mean, I still do think that at the end of the day it might eventually be good, but it's going to take a while, so we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've done a lot of criticism of Civ 7, but at the end of the day, I really want the game to be good. You know, it's not as much as I do complaining. You know, as much as I like to complain, I do want the game to be good, because the game being good means that it's just another experience that all of us as Civ fans can enjoy. I want to build a ship to go across the ocean, but we actually don't even have the tech for that, so let's make sure we try to get that. We have to get the cartography. Could build a great lighthouse over the Colossus, hilariously enough, but I think instead we probably should just get down a campus. So just buy a few tiles, slap down our campus. Over here we can build a workshop. Let's see. I'm like, could I say to not seed the city? Trade or return? Make this deal more equitable? No. I refuse peace again, you jerk. I'm not ceding my city. Are you crazy? That's the thing. I feel like the terms of war in Civ 7 are also another thing that randomly are a lot less good than Civ 6. Like, making peace deals, you can basically only exchange cities. You can't give up gold. You can't give up resources. You can't give up anything like that, which I have no idea why they made that decision, because to me at least it doesn't really make any sense, because like I don't know why they would just intentionally just remove potential options like that. It doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of things in Civ 7. There's a lot of choices that they made that they just don't make any sense. And I don't know if they just like didn't have time to make the game or whatever. Like, you know, maybe they were on a rushed development cycle or something, but it's just a little bit puzzling. Because, I mean, obviously there was something like almost 10 years between Civ 6 and Civ 7. So it's not like there wasn't a lot of time in between the games, but I'm not sure how much of that time was spent furthering development on Civ 6 versus actually developing Civ 7. We finished our campus in Berlin, so let's go ahead and start building some campus buildings there. Our science per turn is we're still in pretty good shape. We're not quite top. It looks like Japan is ahead of us, but we're ahead of most of the other players in the game, so that's a pretty good spot considering that we have all of this like production and stuff. You know, as I mentioned before, science victory really is like a multifaceted victory. All right, fine, we'll make peace. But science victory is really like a multifaceted victory. You have to be good in both science and production. So right now we're really strong in production, and we're pretty strong in science. So as long as we're able to be like decent in science, then I think we're gonna have a pretty good chance of success. Let's swap this tile, and then let's put down this dam actually. That's gonna give even more. So this Hansa is at 18 production right now. And I think it's going to go up to 22 once we finish this dam. So 22 production on a Hansa is pretty crazy. And I mean, let's just take a moment to appreciate the beautiful Empire lens that we have going on right here. We have +9, +3, +7, 5, 10, 5, +6 on the Chichen Itza as well, because we have 3 adjacent districts. Like, man, some of the adjacency bonuses in this game are so fun to get. We also did just get Da Vinci as well, so we're going to get +6 culture on all of our workshops, which our culture actually has been keeping up okay. especially since we really haven't been focusing at all. But with +6 culture on every workshop, it's going to go up a lot faster. So at this point, I'm not exactly sure how many workshops we have, but we probably have at least 5. So 30 extra culture is you know, it's pretty respectable. Yeah, I think an entertainment complex is probably not a bad idea. I was going to place it there, but on second thought, I probably shouldn't put it next to a volcano. We'll just slap it up here. We finally have unlocked the ability to build a caravel, but unfortunately this city, the production in the city is just so bad. I mean, we really should probably just place down the Hansa, because if we get the Hansa down, then it's going to be fine. Maybe another entertainment complex over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's probably not a bad idea. We'll go ahead and put an entertainment complex down here. We should definitely get our alchemical society up. Still haven't found any scientific or industrial city-states, well, aside from Brussels, who died, unfortunately. Would like to get an arena. We're actually doing okay on amenities now. I should actually check quick deals to see if we can purchase any amenities. It looks like there are a lot available for sale, so we'll just go ahead and buy all of them. We also could sell some of our own luxury resources. Like, these guys are willing to pay 33 gold per turn for some of these things, so go ahead and sell them. Man, quick deals really makes it much easier to play. And that's the thing. I mean, Civ 6's UI still is not perfect, but it is for sure still miles ahead of Civ 7's. Just this game's use of color is so good. Everything in Civ 7 kind of just has a little bit of, you know, gray blob going on for it, but in Civ 6 everything is so colorful and it's easy to read. Like, the second you glance at the screen, you can immediately know what's going on. We did just finish Kilwa as well, which is good because we got a wonder. The bad part is we actually aren't really going to get much use of it because we're not the suzerain of any city-states right now. And now, since we do have mercantilism, we can start putting down lumber mills on these jungle tiles, so these tiles are going to become pretty lucrative pretty fast. We got a mega colossal eruption over here, which has improved 10 tiles, but only damaged 1, luckily, and almost killed our crossbowman. And ready for this, let's put down a lumber mill, and we get 2 food, 5 production, 2 culture on our rainforest tiles here. That's pretty strong. We're up to 88.7 production now in Munich. And this is before we haven't done any factories yet. So once we get Magnus in here with vertical integration and factories, our production in that city is going to be through the roof. Let's go ahead and purchase a caravel, which we actually can't for like 2 more turns, so we're going to hold off for 2 more turns, I guess. Let's try to just get this Hansa down, I think. And let's try to get some tile improvements as well. The city just needs any help that it can get to actually come alive. I think once we get the Hansa out and maybe some of these tile improvements, I think it's gonna be a very good city, but in the state that it's in right now, it's just not doing much. Over here in Magdeburg, we've basically built all the districts that we can. There are a few wonders we could build. There's nothing we immediately need, though. I guess let's get some more traders just to, you know, cap out our trader limit, but pretty soon we're gonna hit the point where we don't really need to be doing much over there. Let's go ahead and get 1 more promotion on Pingala. I think we'll go ahead and get Space Initiative on him. That way we can at least be producing space parts in multiple cities then. I'm thinking we'll probably have vertical integration Magnus in Munich, and then maybe Pingala with Space Initiative in either Magdeburg or Cologne. I don't know which one actually has more production. So you're at 44, you're at 55. So it's probably going to be in Magdeburg. It's really nice in a game to have multiple cities that you can use to produce space parts because, man, doing them in parallel, it just accelerates it so much faster. Big Ben is available, but I don't think we really care about building Big Ben. We could build a stock exchange, which is going to give us gold when powered. I think we kind of want to... I don't think we want to do that because we want to... If we build too many powered buildings, we'd rather save the power for our research labs and the campuses. I don't think we really want to use the power for things like stock exchanges. And I think we're borderline at the point in this game where we can start just running research grants. So I'm going to queue up a bunch in Munich because there's nothing else we like immediately need in the city. And honestly, same thing over here in Magdeburg. We'll repair our outer defenses and then we're just going to queue up a few research grants. Down here in Aachen, probably a similar thing. We'll at least get a bank first. Yeah, one of the tricks with late game in Civ 6 is that you do have to manage your power, because if you just spam down as many buildings as you possibly can, it becomes almost impossible to power them all. So you do at least somewhat have to pick and choose, you know, building a research lab here, maybe a stock exchange here, because otherwise you're just going to burn through your coal supplies and you're just going to run out of it before you can even react. Man, we're getting so many great people now as well. We're getting yet another great merchant. who we can use the Great Merchant to explore to find perhaps another city-state, like a scientific one. We get Maymar Sinan as well, who culture bomb adjacent tiles when completing an industrial zone in this city. That's basically useless, but I appreciate the thought, I guess. I think we probably should rush towards industrialization right now because starting to get up our factories is going to be very good. Let's take a look. Mendeleev is available, but I think we're probably getting close to, I think it's, what is it, Einstein that gives you the additional science on research labs, so we're going to pass on Mendeleev. This whole time that I've been playing this game, I totally forgot that the Great Barrier Reef is over here. We found it, like, on maybe turn 5 of this game, and it just totally slipped my mind that it was even here. And there actually is land next to it, so we could have gotten a pretty good campus right there, but totally forgot about it. Oh well. We do have a builder down here in Heidelberg, and we're just going to try to use it to get a little bit of extra production and stuff. None of these tiles are that good, but we also should finally finish filling in these farms. I mean, I said I was going to do it like a billion turns ago, and actually I'm even just going to purchase a builder over here in Aachen, because that way we'll get a lot of extra food. A lot of these cities should have pretty good housing by now, so their population's going to go up pretty fast. It looks like somebody unfortunately did build the Forbidden City before we were able to, so we're going to miss out on that. We could build Taj Mahal, and I think Taj Mahal is probably worth building. So let's go ahead and we'll just put it, I guess we'll put it right down there. We finally got exploration so we can switch our government, because we've been on Classical Republic this entire time. So we'll go ahead and switch over to Merchant Republic. And then we can see, are there any other policy cards that we want to be running? Colonial taxes is not terrible because we do have like one city that's not on our capital's continent, but it's probably not overall that worth it. I think Republican Legacy is probably good for us because 7 amenities is pretty worthwhile. We could intentionally take a minus 36 science penalty if we wanted. I mean, honestly, none of these are really that good, so I guess we'll just take colonial taxes while we wait. If we eventually find a city-state that we actually want, we can take one of the city-state-based ones, but for right now, there's not really much of a point. We'll go ahead and put down a campus here. It's not a particularly good campus, but just having a campus down so that way we can get some, some things like the university and the library is at least worthwhile at this point in the game. We have now accelerated to being top in science, so as I mentioned before, sometimes Civ is just a game of being patient because as you build these things up, you slowly kind of accelerate ahead of the AI, so it takes a lot of time, and especially if you get attacked and stuff, it takes even a little bit longer, but if you're just patient, a lot of the times, by the time you reach the end of the game, you're going to be accelerating well beyond the AI. Just purchased a bunch of tiles over here to complete more of our farm triangle, and I mean, look at this. After putting down the farms, the yields are really, they're going up. We found the Bermuda Triangle.
What sweet mystery about?
We are now into the industrial age, and we'll have to see if we get anything good here. We're in the normal age, so at least we're not in the dark age. I think we probably just take Heartbeat of Steam. We're going to be building a lot of buildings now, especially as we get research labs and things like that, so we'll go ahead and take Heart of Steam. We actually probably want to get the Enlightenment. And it looks like Albert Einstein is next, and we are pretty well on track to get him. We have 67 great scientist points per turn. I don't think anybody else is even all that close. Yeah, they're really not. So we should be able to get him. Once again, I just want to point out, at this point in the game, most of the things that I'm doing right now are managing builders, building tile improvements, things like that. So in Civ 7, where there are no builders, like at this point in the game, you're just pressing next turn because there's not that much to do. You're kind of just waiting for the game to be over. But at least in Civ 6, you can manage your builders, build some tile improvements. Sometimes you can change tile improvements around. Maybe you had a mine somewhere and you want to change it into a windmill. Once you unlock windmills, that's an option for you to do. Maybe you had a lumber mill. You want to take down the lumber mill, chop the forest, and then put a mine. There's a lot of options and things that you can do that are, they're not like huge impacts, but they can make a difference in a game. So it's just another thing that's kind of missing from Civ 7. That's where we're going to end this one, so thank you everyone very much for watching. I have been the Saxy Gamer. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you're looking for some more Civilization 6 content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.